guys.
Not me
How
jamming.
y'all doing?
I was just jamming to your intro.
I know, I like it. I almost wish I'd made the intro louder because then I'd be like, oh, like maybe we could hear all the rest of the song. But then also at the same time, I'm like, then I'd be bored because it's just going on and on and on. How's everybody doing?
I hear. I wrote almost 3,000 words earlier at the coffee shop.
Oh, that's so cool.
I was like so close. I should have just kept going, but I was like, no, I gotta go.
Um, I am struggling. I will be completely and totally upfront and honest with everybody. Let's see, I had a migraine Tuesday. I had a random, almost massive headache yesterday, and today I don't know if I've just got headache hangover or if I'm trying to get another headache or what. So my energy levels are like maybe not where they normally are. So I am going to let my people introduce themselves, and then I'm going to go through the chat, and then we're going to do a 30-minute sprint. And then we're going to do a 30-minute sprint. If I can be on, you can be on.
Yes, you are right. You're right.
We're going to do a 30-minute sprint, and then we will see how I feel. And then we might do another 30-minute sprint, and we'll see how I feel. And if at any point I don't feel it, then we're going to go home. Although we are all home anyway. So we're just going to go away, is what I'm saying. So, okay. There you go. Take it away, peoples.
Hi, I'm JC. I have a I have book. I stream on Wednesdays from 7, well, at 7 p.m. And yeah, that's me. That's all I got. Esther, amazing Esther. Helpful Esther.
Hi, I am Peoples. Just kidding. I'm Esther Marie Andujar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. Uh, what I have like close by is the Romance Writers Room, 3 p.m. this Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about interracial romances. That's it. Everything else is up in the air.
I like it. And you're on my channel. I'm Tiffany, TLRS Lifestyle. I think most of you know me at this point. I write under Des Lorre as well as TLRS. We have books and all kinds of things, so please go check us out. Jennifer was here, said hello, friends.
You also have a release next Tuesday.
I do have a release next Tuesday. Hazelnut was here, said hi, friends. Alice is here, said hello, lovelies. I got it right today, right? Alice? That's right? Okay, great. Jocelyn is here, said hello. Nice, JC. Morgan's also saying hello to everyone. Oh, Jocelyn is in lurk mode. My lurk mode. Laura's here. Yo ho ho. Morning, my nephew played Super Smash. Interesting. And yes, it's right. Yay. All right. I always feel bad when I'm low energy. And Eva's here. Hey, Eva. Because I always
your low energy is still your low energy is still a lot of energy.
Is it? He's owning them all.
I think this is what people wanted to see as calm Tiff, but it's really just very low energy, very much like I just want to lay in bed and don't talk to anyone Tiff.
Yeah, that's probably about right. No, Tuesday I think I laid on the couch and binge watched. I don't know how I went from binge watching YouTube videos to then binge watching Psych to then watching Psych, one of the movies, to then watching True Crime to rereading my Kindle Vella Come Find Her to somehow being like, I need to get back into that. It's a whole transition.
Love the way your brain works.
You had a journey.
Yeah.
That is vaguely connected by psychological crime? Question mark?
I don't know, but it was fun. If you guys are psych fans, I highly recommend watching the movies. They were fun.
I watched an episode once. I really can't get into.
Oh, I completely understand that, Eva. Really? I loved me some psych. Yeah, I loved psych. So it's been I go through these phases of stuff that I turn on to fall asleep on, and that's been my stuff that I fall asleep on for like the last 3 weeks, maybe. So so I think that's where the site came in, was that I was like, I'll go and I'll hang out with them, and hey, we got an extra person. Hi, Morgan.
Looking all fresh as a daisy and ready to work.
I know. Do you want to tell people about you? Because you're awesome.
My name is Morgan Lee. I'm an indie author of 2 books, first 2 in a dark fantasy trilogy. I'm also a freelance editor. And that's all we need to know.
I love how all of us have like kind of cut our intros to just
It's
like,
a
this
lot.
is what you need to know. Like, it's just, there's a lot going on.
We just gave you the clip note of the intro.
Yes. There
That's
you go. The clip notes
the
version.
most important thing that you need to know as of today. It
Yeah.
might change tomorrow, but that's what you need to know. Thursday, the 22nd of February. That's
Look,
it.
go back to our earlier live streams. We probably were a little more lengthy then.
Yep. I don't know. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe one day I will have everybody's intro typed up, and then as you introduce yourself, I could just scroll it across the bottom.
Oh, that is not what I thought you was about to say. Ooh. I thought you was going to say
Like
that you were
a
going to go find our. I thought you was going to say you were going to go find our earlier first live streams. I'm like, oh God, please don't find mine. It was terrible.
Now I want to fish for that.
Right? I'm like, why would you say that?
Because I thought that's what you were about to say.
My first live stream is no longer on the internet, so
I should go unpublish mine. I'll just say it involves someone having to come rescue me. And my first.
Wait, did you say rescue or prosecute?
Damn. Not a criminal.
Well, JC's first live was so easy to find. It's really
It's on my
literally
channel.
called My First Live Stream. Yeah. It's like, why?
And I think that was the one where I was doing so bad that Cache was like, because Cache was watching it, and she's like, "Do you want me to come join you?" And I was like, "Yes, please save me from myself." And then I think the next one after that, Barrett was with me because I was like, I'm not doing it alone again, ever.
Just even said little intro clips with the theme song. The Facts
Somebody
of
should
Life
do
theme
that.
song popped in my head.
You know, Esther, I like what Esther does with her intro. She has little clips of live streams that we've done, and I'm like, oh, that's really neat. Like, nice.
Yeah, I could maybe put together something.
It kind of like gives you a taste of what kind of streams you can expect from me.
I had the Facts of Life theme song. Oh,
The
God.
Facts of Life people reunited on the Drew Barrymore show, I think yesterday.
Really? Oh, I didn't go watch
for
that.
her birthday.
That was one of my favorite shows. I love that show.
Mm-hmm. It looked like they had everybody but Tootie. I'm not saying that there's drama. I'm just saying.
Oh, you can't have Facts Life reunion without Tootie. The skates through the. Really?
Okay. I'm not starting anything. I'm just saying if there was some drama, maybe there was some drama.
She might have been filming something because doesn't she have a show on Netflix? Maybe she was filming.
I don't know. I don't know what any of them are doing now.
Unless they canceled the show, she has a show on
The
there.
last time I remember seeing anything about Kim Fields, I feel like she was on one of those Real Housewife type of shows.
Oh, I don't never paid attention to the Real Housewives, so I have no
I
idea.
don't either. It was something else. You know how like nowadays you can't be on any streaming service without it being a commercial unless you pay extra money for it. And so I remember it was like a commercial, or maybe I was watching. Maybe, you know what? I could be lying to you. It could have been during the holidays, and I was watching like one of the holiday movies on Hallmark or Lifetime or whatever. And I just remember it was a clip, and it was a clip of like all these different shows.
Mm-hmm.
That it wasn't just the Housewives, it was just all these reality shows. So that's why like I don't know which one it was. I just remember seeing her face. But that's why I feel like it was the Real Housewives, because I remember thinking in my head, I was like, is she married? Is she a housewife? Does that count?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I remember hearing about her on the Housewives. Let me Google.
And so that's why I feel like it was a Real Housewife, because I just remember that thought in my head of, is she a housewife? Like, what's happening here? I don't know. And then I moved on with my life. Hi, Becca. How are you? All right, guys. We are going to go into a sprint once I remember how to share stuff. And it is not clicking the thing that changes the screen first.
Oh, she was.
Oh, really?
It says, I just saw something on Google that says Kim Fields reveals why she left the show Real Housewives of Atlanta after one season.
Oh. Okay, so it was the Housewives. Is this a new romance series? Because it says need a romance series based on a house like The Facts of Life.
She's saying you need to write it.
Who needs to write it? Oh, yeah. And now she's thinking about it.
Well, no, I'm trying to figure out how you would do that, because
it's a boarding school. Those are kids. I was saying a boarding school, but
right. I'm not
okay. A private college.
I'm not doing kids getting smexy.
A private college.
She was on season 8 of Real Housewives of Atlanta,
and they all live together in a house.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh my! The wheels in her mind are turning. Hi, Shannon.
Oh. Hi, Shannon. My head hurts too much to think of that. I'm not saying it may not come back.
Oh, Fantasy World Boarding School, adults learning magic or shifting or something. I don't write fantasy, but I mean, interesting idea.
All right, guys, because I'm feeling.
Does she mean the words are gone?
Huh?
I was reading Shannon's comment. Does she mean like the words were deleted, or what does she mean?
Oh. Had some awesome writing done today, almost 1,800 words. Really loved it. Then had to complete another
no
to it later, and it's gone. All the words just gone.
No, Shannon. No.
Oh, Shannon.
I'm so sorry.
I'm with Eva. Where did they go? Did they just disappear? Like,
well, there has to be some kind of feature that you can get back.
Yeah, is it backed up somewhere?
I'm not tech savvy enough to know what that is, but
okay, I did part of it in dictation because wrist was hurting, although I still typed. I thought I saved it and copied it over and didn't. Oh
no.
Do you use an app for your dictation? Because I use it's an online dictation.
But if it's online, that might mean if it's online, maybe it's somewhere whatever cloud, whatever. Again, I'm not tech savvy, so I don't know.
Because I know the online software that I use, it does like it kind of saves a copy, and then like I email it to myself.
Is there a help feature on the app that you're or the software that you're using where you can ask them or ask
Oh.
I did it.
No, I did other dictation in it later for an email, and that deleted the previous words.
I'm so sorry.
I am so
That hurt my
sorry.
heart. Oh my god.
I mean, I did like maybe contact the people. They might have a way of retrieving it, but or as my aunt always says, sometimes it comes back and it comes back better.
But
I
at
mean,
least
I don't know if that fully works because generally when she says it, I'm a little offended anyway.
but at
Well,
least
my aunt was a journalist, and so that's her way of trying to help with the writing conversation. I'm like, okay.
It's a way for it to come back. They would know.
Yeah, true. I love those words though. I mean, yeah. But I feel like also, and maybe this is just how dictation works for me, like a lot of times I dictate and like I have the words, but then when I sit down to actually like go through it and write it, like I enhance that and like it's more just like the dictation is like that essence of what it is. So maybe look at it that way. Like you knew that was your way of getting it out the first time. So now this way, when you sit down and do it, it'll be a cleaner draft because you knew what you wanted or you know what you want to say. Maybe that'll help. I don't know, but we're very sorry, and we hope have an ice cream cone.
Ice cream always helps.
Yeah, find the positive. Oh, I know it hurts. I absolutely know it hurts. I had a drink.
Oh.
That'll work too.
Oh, wait, a drink? Like a drink? Like a drink? Lock 'em back drink?
My cousin used to do this thing. It's so bad. Okay, so when I first moved out, one of my cousins moved with me because my family's like, you're a girl, you need a guy with you, type of conversation. And so we both work retail and we both work retail management. And so I came home one night and he's like in the kitchen just fussing at this cup. And he's like putting ice cream in it as he's yelling at the cup. And I'm like, what is happening? He's like, I had a really bad day and this customer got on my nerves and I need a milkshake. And he was pouring chocolate in there and like milk and he was just beating it up in this cup with a spoon. I was like, most people do a milkshake like in a blender. He's like, I have so much aggression right now, I could do it myself. And he's just like ticked off and he's just like mixing this milkshake and he's looking at me, he's like, do you want one? And I was like, okay. And so
I was like, yeah, sure, whatever.
And so he's like, then he gets another cup down and he's fussing at the other one and putting ice cream in there and mixing it all up. I swear to y'all, that was like the best milkshake I think I've ever had in my whole life.
Aggression milkshake.
I don't know what it was, but it became this thing that like whenever we had a bad day, we would come home and make these milkshakes. And it got to the point where like we were at this point where I would come in, I'd be like, I hit my finger. And he's like, we need a milkshake, don't we?
Wow.
We're like, I bit my tongue. Get the milkshake out. Come on, let's go. Like it was anything we would come up with. We needed a milkshake. Exactly. Milkshake. Stirred, not shaken with aggression. It was so good. So yes, so I highly recommend an aggression milkshake. If you can take out your anger on it, it's really good. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go in 3, in 2, in 1. Guys, do the dang thing. Hello.
Hello.
We're back. Back again. Yes, we're back. Back again. I don't know what I did. I wrote stuff, but I don't know how much I wrote. But I finished the scene that I had been working on earlier, and I started the second thing. So I also realized that my character was supposed to have done something totally different, and all of a sudden he's a professional football player.
Wow.
Who owns a coffee shop?
That's a dramatic career. That's a dramatic career change.
Yeah, I know. I started writing it, and I don't know what happened. He just randomly he randomly was a professional football player with a 6-year multi-million-dollar contract and messed up shoulder.
Damn, that's better than some actual football players. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. Like I said, I don't think that was quite what he was supposed to be, but I mean, he was supposed to own the coffee shop. It's just the football player part, not so much.
These
And
things
then it
happen.
happened. Yeah. Oh, and then he was supposed to be one of the series main people's uncles, and he turned into his bigger brother, and somehow they got a middle sibling. So yeah. Strange things happen when I write. That's all I can say. How'd everybody else do?
Oh, I played around on Pinterest and working on Project Betty, picking out some characters. You know, that sort of
Nice. I am doing a newsletter for Sally. She is spilling a lot of tea in this newsletter, so
Ooh.
and it's nowhere that it can be found on her social. So her newsletter subscribers are the ones who are gonna know these things. And after that, I don't know. We shall see, because I'm almost done setting up the newsletter, so I don't know what I will do next.
tea spilling. We love
I mean, I know what I should do next. Would I do what I should? I don't know.
Do we ever really do what we supposed to be doing? I'm not supposed to be
I
playing around on
usually
Pinterest.
do.
I'm not supposed to
I
be doing it
usually
all.
do. I consider myself a fairly decent, disciplined person, but I don't know what has happened. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
technically, I'm
worrying.
working on this story, which is what I'm supposed to do, as opposed to reading the story that I want to read.
Sure.
I mean, that might happen later tonight. I don't know.
I read 3 chapters. I'm critique reading Shannon's story. So I read 3 chapters and made some comments.
What are you watching? I'm really curious now.
Me?
Yes, you.
I'm not watching anything.
What's your husband watching?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Because I'm just like really intrigued because there's some yelling going on. And I'm just like, ooh, what is the drama? What's the drama that's happening?
Rachel came in and said hello. Hope we're all doing well. Barrett also came in and said hello. Wanted to join, but work is eating my soul. Hanging in chat for a bit while I eat dinner before working from home tonight. Stream open for watch hours. Thanks, Spirit. I hope everything turns around and everything works out and you're doing good. It slows down a little bit. Avery came in. Hello. As well as Jen Wrights Romance came in. Hello. And Joanne came in. I don't know what I almost called you Joanne, but it was not Joanne. It was a J. But it could, I'm going to take Okay, so my character that I'm working with, her name starts with a J, and I didn't like her original name, so I changed it earlier, although it might go back in like another sentence and a half. But I think I've been looking up J names all day, and so one of them almost out. It might have been something like Jasmine. I don't remember.
Ooh, I like that name.
Jen said, "Hey Joanne, how are you?" Avery said, "Actually, the challenge final is out on the CTV app, so I'm gonna run off for an hour and 45-minute break. Happy productivity." What is the challenge final?
Why did I read that as a minute and 45? Okay.
Probably a show called The Challenge.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't
Maybe
know
it's a
what that is.
maybe it's like a survival show. It sounds like a survival show.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't
Okay.
know why I'm having a hard time to saying survival show, but there we go.
Yeah, I don't know. But interesting. Shannon started rewriting everything that she lost and got 100 or 601, not 106. 601 words. Way to go, Shannon. You will get there and get it all back and it'll be better than before. Shannon also said hello to everybody, and then Joanne saw what Shannon was saying, said, "Oh no," and yeah, awesome words written earlier. Lost them all. How are you? Mama Maggie came in. My retired football player is a rancher sheriff who also has a messed up shoulder and fused cervical vertebrae. Oh, I didn't go that far. He's just had a lot of surgeries. Is where I put him. I don't know anything past the bum shoulder and the surgeries. That's what happened. I'm so sorry. That's devastating. Yes, everybody is like just heartbroken about the words. Busy as ever. I miss streams, but you're here, so yay! I've been devastated for many hours, but now trying to move on and just write, find my happy place. Absolutely, that's how you have to do it. Me too. No, I want you to click that. Why won't you click it? It won't. Okay, there it goes. Ouch, Maggie, that makes my back hurt. For real. I love Sheriff. Is that Tank Tanner?
Tank
Yeah,
Tanner.
Tank Tanner so much. I like the TTs.
TT.
I've had it happen. Shannon, it's not pretty. Absolutely. He survived the tackle that should have killed him. Well, that's always better. So yay. Don't kill the dude in the middle of the game.
Right.
Is he bitter about it, Maggie? So bitter. I am writing a bitter boy for a client right now. It's kind of fun. I don't know if I've ever really written anybody who's bitter. Disillusioned, yes. Angry for sure. I don't know if I've written anybody who's bitter. You guys written anybody who's bitter?
I don't think so.
I know, because I'm like, how do you write bitter?
I'm thinking.
Like, that's interesting. Ooh,
Yeah.
now I kind of want to do.
I feel like
maybe I have facts of life people. One of them can be bitter.
yeah.
Like, how do you write bitter? That sounds interesting. Packing for the move. It never ends. Why did I read that like rolling?
Right, yeah, that's exactly how I heard it. I heard you're not alone. I heard it.
Moving is crazy. It is. Like, God bless you, Becca. Because it really is. Hire movers. It's a lifesaver. I have never hired movers, but I have heard this. Because moving is, that's no joke. That popcorn looks so good. I mean, oh, well, it disappeared. I can't say that it is or isn't, but I mean, nope, can't get. Okay, you know what? We don't get to see the popcorn. It's gone.
I mean, when you put a comment back up there, you can see it.
But I was trying to just see the popcorn.
Oh,
but it disappeared. Okay.
I mean, if you take all of us away, people can see the popcorn.
Well, that just seems mean. Um, the description for Tarnished Stars is that he is living somewhere between having it all and losing everything he ever loved. It only took bad friends to ruin his life and one bad tackle to ruin his career. That sounds exciting. Heather is here. Hello, everyone. Oh yeah, I could never do this without movers, haha. But I still pack everything myself. But they're the ones that have to carry it. I saw some moving company, and again, don't know how much they were, and it was not in California. But it was something that I was watching, and it was like a moving company, and this person hired them, and they came in, packed all of their stuff. All of it was insured because they packed it. Like if they didn't pack it, they wouldn't insure it. But since they that was like the deal, I guess, in the contract, packed everything, loaded it into the van, moved it. I feel like it was like across whatever town or city they lived in, unpacked everything, and it took them something like 4.5, 5 hours. And this was like a huge house.
Hold up. That include packing time and
Yes.
Yeah.
time?
No, they did not unpack. They didn't unpack. They just packed
They
everything,
They just
put
packed.
it into the van, drove over, and then unloaded the van.
But
Yeah,
that's
because
still
you don't
I
have like one or
know.
two people.
4 or 5
You have
hours
like
is a short,
easy
wow.
4 to
Right.
6 people packing your entire house. And what I heard is usually they will let you pack your clothes, especially like
Oh,
your
okay.
underwear, because that's some people get weirded out about that, and
Yeah,
obviously.
I would get weird. I don't need you packing my. I
So
don't want you packing my. No.
that's what I've heard, that you pack they give you everything that you need. They set it all up for you to pack your clothes. Once they're there, you just put them there. They seal it, the clothes,
Oh,
and then
maybe
they
that's
pack
what they did then.
everything else.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how much it was because I'm assuming it was pricey because again, it was maybe 6 or 8 people in the spot at the time. So I'm assuming you got to pay for all those people plus the truck.
Yeah.
And then she tipped everybody. So that too probably added to extra. But yeah. But I was also more like, I don't think I've ever moved and it took less than like a day and a half. I don't understand this
Right?
concept.
I'm like, wait,
Like
4 or
5
5
hours.
hours. I thought I was about to say you mean 4 or 5 hours per day, like each day. Like,
I was like, I
what do
don't
you mean?
understand. It took me like a week and a half to pack. Like I don't even get it. But yeah, now he's back on his pappy's ranch and trying not to jump into a whiskey bottle. Boots first. Ooh, maybe that's where the bitter comes in. Yeah, same. I don't want strangers packing my stuff either. Mine is heartbroken and the walls are up. He's also in denial. Very interesting. His best friend drugged him and got him tangled up with a woman who could have been his wife's twin. Then she left him when they found out.
This is not his best friend.
This is sounding messed up, Mama Maggie. His buddy was a miserable and was trying to get everyone around him to be just as miserable. Oh my gosh. I have only hired movers once. This last time, uber pricey, but worth every penny. Again, I don't think I've ever really hired movers, but I mean, if it was there, I'd do it. Oh yeah, you can have them pack it for you, but it's expensive. Whoa, wait a minute. What is this? No, go away. Sorry, I hit something and like some other screen popped up in the middle of my screen, so I couldn't get back to you guys. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I don't know what I'm doing. I was spending my whole childhood moving every few years. I vowed my kids would not.
Mayday, mayday. We may lost Tiffany.
Hydrate. Hydrate before you
breathe through the nose. Breathe through the nose.
I swallowed some tea the wrong way earlier, and I've been coughing randomly ever since.
Oh God.
So I think that was what happened. It's like I can't stop once I start. So I don't know if the tea's still there or what's happening.
And the tea is this.
But yeah, that's what,
Oh, let me not make you laugh. I'm sorry.
so yeah, I feel like that's what happened. Okay. I vowed my kids would not know that trauma, so we haven't moved from this community since 2005. I think the military packs for you. I think it depends on how they're moving you. I mean, I have military in my family, but I've never lived military, so I don't know exactly how that works. The tip is high. Yeah, I mean, it looked like she gave him a pretty good tip. So, my ex-boss actually paid for his entire house to be packed and unpacked to look identical in the new house and it was 50,000.
Sorry. What? No,
I
I'm the
mean,
one. Okay, hold
if
on.
you're asking for them to copy paste your old
How
house
big is this
into a
house?
new house,
How big is this house?
50 grand sounds about right.
Yeah, I guess I could kind of see
What are
that,
you
but that's
talking
a
about? Like
lot.
You talking about like a mansion? Sure.
But I almost feel like in that perspective, though, if you're willing to pay 50,000, it's almost like I remember going like when I lived in Michigan, they would do this tour of homes where you could just see all these like designer homes and everything. And there was this one home that was like $1 million home that I had to see because I was like, I want to know what $1 million looks like. And like they had this like movie room in the basement that was so cool. And I remember asking the guy who worked for the movie like sound people how much it cost, and he said it was something like 15,000 to put it in. And I was like, wow, that's insane. He's like, yeah, but if you spend $1 million on a house, like what's 15,000? And so I feel like this is kind of the same conversation. If you're spending 50,000 to move it and have it look identical, like what you make,
that's why I said, is it a mansion?
Probably
We get more information. Like Becca says that they pay for it
he
to
makes
be
25K a
identical
week.
down
Made 25K
down
a
to
week.
the junk drawer, and he makes 25K a week. Like
Yeah.
that's pocket money for him.
Yeah. So
He's like, that's
see,
chump change. That's chump change.
that was my plan at one time, Maggie. I have managed to stay in the same general area, but not the same home. Mia, hello. If you ever want to hear a moving horror story, check out Carol Brown, the moving driver guy abandoned her stuff in another state.
Yep.
It took months to find it, get it back, and part of the boxes.
I don't think she got everything back.
Oh my!
Yeah, I don't think she even got everything back.
Oh, that's insane. I mean, I was trying to breathe.
Air doesn't require chewing. That's my favorite part of that comment. Air doesn't require chewing.
Oh my God, that's great. Nuh-uh. Down to the junk drawer. Okay, if you can't organize your own junk drawer, like you just need some help. Not to mention, it's a junk drawer. They generally aren't organized.
What people see in my junk drawer? No one is that.
I'm also like, how did they really know if the junk drawer was set up correctly? Like, did they took photos and they're like comparing? Like,
Probably.
I don't remember how my things are like in a couple hours. Like, huh?
But if you're being paid to set something up exactly identical to what it was left, I'm taking pictures too.
I would have to guess they took pictures at some given point to make sure that everything was exactly the same. But also in the sense that it was a junk drawer, I do feel like you could have just went, and I mean, how are they going to know? Because it's a junk drawer.
Becca did said that, yeah, they took a lot of pictures.
He made $25K a week, so it wasn't a crazy expense for him. But I was his assistant and saw the bill, and I was like, "Holy, yeah, I can see that." I am in the wrong business. My cousin always bought the IKEA furniture so she could return the built furniture and the furniture in boxes. Like when you move, can you do that?
IKEA insurance.
IKEA insurance. But even still, can you do that?
You buy the insurance, yeah.
I mean, if it's in the insurance footnote or whatever.
I agree with this, Jen, though. I think part of the fun is setting up a new place. Like moving things around and
No,
repositioning and like
no,
putting up
not fun.
different stuff.
That is fun.
No,
I love moving. I
no.
don't know why.
I
Yeah.
I
mean,
love
if
Oh
moving.
it's a
God,
blank
no.
page, like if it's a blank
Okay.
canvas, yeah.
In
Yeah.
theory, I like moving. Physically, no. Physically, my body does not want. No, no.
That's when you get all your family to come over and everybody puts
When you don't
stuff
have
in their
any,
back seat.
when you don't have any family to help you, no.
Yeah.
But then
Now,
you get your
now,
friends. You
I
just
love
Well,
rearranging.
everybody you know.
I love rearranging off. Okay, so whenever I find my new place, y'all gonna all come from
Yes.
wherever y'all
I'll
at.
come and
Okay,
help you move.
remember you said that.
and if you
I will.
got the right folks, oh my God. I remember my uncle. I still remember this. I was like a little people. But I remember my uncle was my uncle, my aunt, my cousins were moving. And my uncle was a fireman. So like all of his fireman buddies came over to help move. And we were like, really? All of them are here? He's like, I just bribed them with some pizza and some beer. And I mean, those fools eating pizza and drinking beer. I heard stories that my poor little innocent ears probably should never, but it was so
Wow,
good.
I can only imagine.
I think that
Especially ones
also
that
was
had a little beer in them.
that was the first time I ever tasted beer.
Oh,
Me and my younger cousin. I remember, like, I think my younger cousin asked something because he always wanted to be like my uncle, and he's like, "I want to taste, I want to taste." And my aunt and my mom were like, "No," and of course my uncle, who's a little wild, was like, "Let the kids drink some. If you don't let them drink it now, they'll drink it later." And so he like poured this little bit into like these cups and gave it to us, and I was like, "Ah, it's awful." My cousin's like, "Oh my God, this is great." And I was like, "See what you did? My child's not even 10." And he's like, "Ooh, beer tastes awesome."
I like the taste of beer. It's not.
That's my family history. Yes, they took lots of photos. Awesome. My daughter does it, so no sweat off my back. I just went to work and came home to see what she did that day. I think that's with the packing, unpacking. As a person who moves the furniture in my house at least twice a year, I want the big stuff moved for me, but I like doing the other decoration. Yeah. My boss said it was the most amazing feeling walking into his new place and everything was perfect. He also said he'd never pay that much for moving again. I could get that part too. I would hope not. But also, you pay that much. I feel like you're just there. Because that just seems like, can you imagine if you moved every like 10 years or something like that? Even if you moved every 10 years and you paid $50,000 every move, not to mention buying the house. Like that's insanity.
I just want to one day be in a position where I make enough money where $50,000 is like top change to me. I'm can I live that dream? Like,
but I do question though, is it the amount of money that you make or is it the mindset that you have? Because there are people who make like millions of dollars, but their mindset is that, no, I can't spend anything because I was once broke or I was once this, or, money is too precious or it's this or it's that. And they never would do it. And then there's other people who barely make $150,000 a year, but would spend 50 or 75,000 because they're like, best money I ever spent.
and I think I would fall in. I if I ever get to that point, I think I would fall in the first camp because I know what it's like to not have it. So I think I'd probably be like penny pinching everywhere. Like, nope, can't spend that. I could be broke again one day. Like, I know you ain't supposed to do that, but
he was the creator of a TV show, JC. So writing that pilot.
Oh, I see what you did there, Becca. I see what you did there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get back to that.
And she decorates for holidays too. It might never happen otherwise. Jen, you sound like my aunt. My aunt requires everybody else to, like, she's like, I'm not gonna decorate. The kids do that.
And see, decorating is fun, but moving the stuff not fun.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like, she'll move like furniture, she'll rearrange a room, she'll rearrange the house. She loves interior design. If you ask her to put up a Christmas tree, she's like, it's too hard.
Oh, it's my favorite thing to do in the Christmas holidays.
If you ask her like to put up like lights or something for any type of other house. So yeah, but no, she'll be like, ooh, I think we should let's move the counter because I want to change out the rug that's up under the big, huge concrete table. And then let's do this and let's do that. And that part, she's fine. So, yeah. I don't know. I worked in an office for 20 years. That was so busy at Christmas that is that pretty much?
Pretty
Let's
much.
do it every year. Old habits die hard. That's not her excuse. I don't really know what her excuse is. We're gonna hop into another sprint, guys. So, in 3, 2, 1, do the dang thing.
To save my work.
Bye, Shannon. raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. I would like to be snoring.
Yeah.
Uh, well, maybe. Before we get into it, Mama Maggie said the hockey game is on and the family needs all the internet. Be blessed and happy almost weekend, or be blessed and happy almost weekend. Which I love all the internet for the game. And
Really
Jocelyn,
tomorrow's Friday.
how did you guys do? I almost finished, I think, the scene that I was working on. I just can't figure out how to end it. So we shall see.
I did some reading this time.
I am making sure that this newsletter it's looking okay, and I kind of like wrangle a little bit with my dog. I don't know what she wanted, but she was being a little sassy dog with me, and I'm like, no, we're not going to do that. I am your owner. You follow me.
I feel like that's what she think.
I finished reading the chapters I was sent and made some comments.
Awesome sauce. Um, but I mean comments to go through. So I mean
Huh?
I guess we could go into another sprint.
Nia has showered.
Huh?
The next
Oh,
comment.
well that just popped up. I have showered.
Let's read
That
it.
wasn't there originally. Nia's just messing with me. I see what she did there. I guess we can go into another sprint. Maybe I'll eat something for dinner while we're sprinting.
Oh yeah, food.
Like,
That's good. Food is good. Food is a good idea. Mhm.
I don't know. I kind of want to finish the scene. I also probably need to eat. I don't know. We'll figure it out when I come back. Might be our last sprint. Not sure. We shall see. But oh, this is my first time getting open my document today. Finally. So yay! All right, guys. So we are going to do another 30 and in 3, in 2, in 1. Do the dang thing.
Whistle while you work. I can't
That too.
whistle.
I was going to try to whistle, but then I hit the mute button so y'all couldn't hear it. So it wouldn't have mattered anyway. We're singing in the rain. Hello, everybody. We're back. As you can see, we lost to Morgan. She decided to go to sleep because she'd accomplished everything she did for the day and she was tired, or her goal for the night, and she was tired. So wanted to say that, as well as I don't know if Alice is still here, but also my laptop might die before I can plug it up. Thanks, guys, for the sprints. I'll write until it dies. So, oh, and Nick came in and said can't stay, but wanted to say hi and happy sprinting. Take care of yourselves. So, yeah. How'd you guys do?
I read some more, and I microwaved my dinner. I have not actually finished consuming my dinner because the sprint was ending. Got a few bites in though.
I went to I talked with my mom. Gave my dog some attention because apparently that's what she needs, and wrote 314 words of smecks.
Nice. Oh, I forgot I messed
I am not in the mood for writing it, but I'm just like, oh, it has to get written.
I forgot the first part of that sprint. I messed with my child.
Awesome.
Or as she would put it, I kept her from drawing.
Okay.
Messing with her, poking with her.
Alice got 105 words for that sprint before she ran off. And then seeing the lady I was rooting for came in second. I'm not count that as a total waste of time. Awesome. Jocelyn said it's better than I expected. I'm watching Picard. I've heard good things. My family are big Trekkies, and especially, well, my aunt's big Trekkie overall. My cousins are big what is it? Next Generation. So one of my cousins adores Picard. So I've heard good things. Jen got 731 words that sprint. I'm chugging along. Awesome. Nia, I did Duolingo because I forgot. 378 days.
Okay.
No. Getting ready to do my listen through of the story, and then it's done.
Yay!
Awesome sauce.
Congrats, Neo.
I think we're gonna call it a night, guys. We've been here for a while. My head stuck it out.
Thank you, Tiffany's head.
Yeah. Dolores, I've been lurking, but I heard Smixy.
Of course.
I mean, these things happen, so you know.
She has been summoned.
She's like her ears perked up. Smexy, you say?
Yeah.
I added all the books I want to read. I'm guessing to a randomizer. So is this your way, Avery, of picking out which books you're gonna read? Because that's actually rather cool. I sometimes narrow it down to like 2 or 3, and then I normally go in and I look at the word count, and whichever mood I'm in, if I want a longer book, then the one with the highest word count wins. If I want a shorter book, the one with the least word count wins.
I need to finish all of the ones that I have started. So
how many?
Because I have. Do we want to really talk about that?
I'm guessing no.
Let's just say, out of the top of my head, I can think of 4 or 5 that are
okay.
started.
Ooh, that's not the number. I thought he was gonna say something like a dozen, and I was gonna say, oh God.
No,
But
I don't think I can do a dozen. I don't think.
Not a bad number at all.
Always time for a nice smexy scene.
But I am not in the mood, Dolores. I am not in the mood.
I read that as seance, And I was about to say, wait, who are we resurrecting for a Smexy?
Nope.
Because it doesn't say scene. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't. But yeah.
Since,
But
but it
that's
is
what she
seen.
that's what she most likely meant. But I
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
read it as it says. I'm like, which I know seance is probably not spelled that way, but just
Boy,
like
I could see a rather passionate sense.
Smexy ghost.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, like if you had like a necromancer.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Or it could be, I don't know, I'm not gonna.
Or if you had someone who's channeling someone else who was in a moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean the
I mean, the afterlife might
may
have
have
smexy times too. May have
Yeah.
smexy times too. Yeah, we don't know. We're not there yet. We
the
ain't looking
ghost.
to get there to find out anytime soon either.
The ghosts are doing it in limbo. Um,
Dolores did say autocorrect, so yes, we always
I
know.
knew I knew what you meant after the fact, Dolores. That's just at first. I think I've been hanging around Laura too long. Seance, kind of the dead. Yeah.
I mean,
Totally an idea. It run with it, Dolores. Have at it.
I mean,
Smexy
I
romance.
watched The Good Place, and
Necromancer.
the assumption was that there was some smexy time. So, hey.
I mean, if I remember correctly, one of this is a K-drama, it's called All My Ghost, and the ghost constantly possessed the female character so she could kiss her
Summon Laura.
boyfriend, but she couldn't because she was dead, so she will it will
Mm-mm-mm.
We summon Laura. Also, Avery in the movie Ghost. There was a scene that was a little steamy, but they did not actually have. Okay.
We don't really know that because maybe the scene cut off and then there was some things afterwards.
I mean, that's very true.
I mean, she looked like she was
Laura was summoned.
way into her way to being satisfied, so
Oh yeah, but then I forgot because he did take over. Oddly enough, the Whoopi Goldberg's character in Ghost was
Mm-hmm.
Dolores. Oddly enough, but he did take take over Dolores' body. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The things that could have happened that we don't even know about. That's
Also,
all I'm
hi,
saying.
Laura. Your ears must have been burning.
All right, guys, we are going to call it a night.
You can imagine what happens behind closed doors. I do.
I
have
mean,
an
I
erotica.
do have an erotica vela with a succubus and a vampire, so
yeah.
Every time I hear the word succubus, I think of the episode from Charmed. The succubus episode. Was it Prue, or was it Prue, or was it Phoebe?
I think it was
That was-
Phoebe that was channeling the succubus, but
Yeah, Prue was
got
the bait.
caught in the trap.
Prue was the bait.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was Phoebe.
All right, guys.
I usually just remember Buffy, but I don't remember which episode.
Where there was a succubus in Buffy.
Either it was a succubus or an incubus, I don't remember. I can kind of like search it, but I am lazy today.
I have to kind of think on that one. Hold on, may come back to me later. All right, guys. We're gonna take off. Did you guys want to give an outro? I know you don't, JC. I'm not talking to you.
Romance writers from
You
this
said you
Monday,
guys.
4 p.m.
There's
Eastern.
only two of us here. You said you guys. You said
I know, but you guys is universal. And we talked over Esther telling everybody about the Romance Writers Room on Sunday.
okay. Yes, I'm sorry. Esther, take it away.
At 3 p.m. on my channel, Esther Marie and Duhar. So, see, there it was a succubus in Buffy the Vampire. So I am not that crazy. I've watched that series so many times.
I only remember
Just
the
don't
one in
know.
Charmed.
That's okay. So yeah, that's the most pressing thing that I have. This
And you have a
I'll be
gentle
around.
Wait a minute, you're not doing the Gentle Positivity stream this Sunday because you have romance writers. Never mind.
Correct.
Right. Right.
Correcto. Potato.
Cool. The only thing I have to
Why I said
is a
that?
release. Is a release on Tuesday. For the
Bad
third
truth.
book
Bad truth.
in the Jewel Agency. So if you haven't read the first two, Getaway Love and Blame Game, go check those out.
And if you're not signed up to her newsletter, so that you can see the trailer she put together for the third book, which is amazing.
Oh, so good.
I know, right?
Really? Because I wasn't sure. So thank you.
I did reply to your email.
I was like, look at that.
Look, it was a long morning. We're just glad I'm here.
Right. Very glad.
So I haven't checked, but I'm glad that we liked it. So yay.
Yeah.
Just trying a little something different.
But it made me go back and be like, wait, did I miss a trailer for the first two? Like, did I miss
No,
something?
there isn't a trailer for the first two, but there might eventually be a trailer for the whole series.
Nice.
I just have to figure out exactly how I want to do it because I can't. The problem is that there's some things that are coming in the next two, and I can't do a full series trailer for it without spoiling
Until
some
those
things.
books, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, once they're out, you can do it, or if you are thinking of doing an omnibus for all the books, then that could be a good moment to do that.
And yes,
I have considered doing something like that for the thank you. Yes, by all means, go check out the first two books.
Yeah.
I have considered doing an omnibus mostly because there's at least one deleted scene from book one that is coming. There might be one from book two.
I feel like there's a deleted scene that you could do from book three. It's definitely a scene I would like to. Okay, never mind.
We'll have to, because I don't know that one. And because I do. So here's the problem. Because the ending is in flux a little bit in my head, I know where every character is for the second epilogues, but I'm not writing them yet because I want to make sure that the ending ends where I need it to end before I go into there. But the second epilogues are great.
Yeah.
They're so fun. I don't know about a Kickstarter. Originally I was thinking possibly a Kickstarter, but there's some other stuff going on that I'm not positive on that conversation yet. I do mine in pieces, like it. Deidre, hey, how you doing? Deleted scenes may have purposes. They always have purposes. I've been lurking in her deleted scene. I mean, if you join my newsletter, you will know when there is a deleted scene. There we go. So yeah, so we are gonna take off, and hey guys, have fun. We will see you hopefully on Sunday at Esther's Romance Writers Room. Oh, I'll be on that. I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
remembered that. So we will technically see you on Sunday. And have a great night. Bye, guys.